to see this one actually. But this is probably one of the best maps as well to finish things off of here. For a Game 7 between these two players who have both shown themselves to be absolute monsters. And we did heavily favour Neeb at the start of this series, but MaSa, man, he's... Even with the somewhat predictable play style in terms of that he's going to be throwing a lot of crazy Terran cheese your way, he just somehow makes it work.
Yeah. He can just make wonders happen as soon as the game gets a little bit scrappy, but here we go. Hopefully Neeb doesn't go for the same... Like, realistically, MaSa could do literally the exact same build. I'm just saying, like, it's entirely possible and maybe even plausible that he does. Actually, no, you know what? It won't be the same thing because part of that kind of build that he just did in that last game was reliant on the fact that he gets the barracks up to deny the scout, and Neeb doesn't see whether or not there's an expansion or if there's gas geyser. On Abyssal Reef, you can't really fully wall things off in time because there's two entrances to your natural. So yeah, I do take it back. This actually could go either way.
And also on top of that, you know, it's harder to... I think it's actually harder to proxy.
Yeah.
That being said, though, guys, coming into this one, in the blue, in the bottom right, he's equalized this. At this point, it's anyone's series. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Elevate MaSa.
And here, in Game 7, we have in the top left-hand corner of the map, known as the God in America, give it up for Ting's Neeb. He's now lost 2 games in a row to some shenanigans. And I am sure he wants to just crush MaSa now, but MaSa... he stays true to his word, man. MaSa, you know what MaSa is? MaSa is that guy that says, I may run and I may play scrappy and cheese, but I'll never tell a lie. He's got his own honor code.
He's like the samurai Terran, man. I will slay you on the battlefield with the blade I carry in my hilt. And you know it's going to be that blade, man. And you know exactly what field it's going to be at what time.
Actually, I think almost a better like equivalent would be it's a samurai that has a blade, but it's poisoned with... It's, like, completely poisoned. It's, like, playing a little bit dirty and everything. But he's just like, this blade is poisoned, and I'm going to kill you with it. Tells you right before he even attacks you.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, you know, it's dirty, but I gotta respect the honesty.
Oh, man, another factory being proxied now. I love the fact that he's splitting up his proxy locations as well. Because I think what this can do is that, you know, you scout one of them, and you're like, okay, we're good. I found the proxy, but then there's a second one.
But Neeb does scout out double refinery, and there's no barracks in the main base, so he knows that this is a proxy, and he should know that specifically this is going to be a proxy factory. I mean, technically it could be a proxy 3 racks or something, but that is highly unlikely in this matchup.
Yeah. Now, MaSa needs to be careful to not overstay his welcome. Okay, that is not what you needed. This is actually really important that he picks that up, because as you can see, it's now going to give Neeb free reign to do whatever he wants in terms of the initial unit production. Otherwise, he would have been forced to make a Stalker now, or an Adept and start using that one. Reaper's actually so key.
He knows exactly where this is. He's going to move over there. He might even be able to deny the starport from being built. He might be able to kill off that SCV. Okay, MaSa wisely pulling the SCV away. He delays his starport, but it's going to buy time for the Cyclone to get up. That should be able to push the Mothership Core back.
Look at this again, by the way. Another reactor on the proxy barracks. I love this. It's so funny. As he is going to now lock on and use that range advantage that he has. He can break this down. I don't think he will be able to, as there we are. He's going to lose his line of sight on that one. But he's going to have a substantial amount of production here, Fear Dragon. As you can see, the double marine production. He's going to get the siege tanks going.
Oh, it's a tech lab. That's a tech lab on the factory. Is he going to swap that over to the starport, or is he going to build siege tanks? Oh, he's building siege tanks, and he's going to build medevacs. I was really expecting a liberator, but
this is so cool.
I just want to note, by the way, there's still a probe inside of MaSa's main base. just a quick note in case that becomes relevant later.
Didn't even notice that. I thought he cleaned that up, but you're right. There he is.
There's nothing to clean it up with.
That's true. Everything's on the other side of the map. Now, I love the fact that MaSa has the 2 SCVs with him, because it means he can keep repairing these mechanical units, and he can also build bunkers.
Okay, Cyclone actually doing some good damage to the Stalker, softening it up, but here we go. First Siege Tank is here, and is now in range of that pylon. Is going to gradually whittle away at it. Neeb is giving up his natural. He feels like he cannot defend this. And he's got a Robo, and like you said, he's got some gateways up, but it's only 2 gateways. I actually...
I love the fact here that MaSa has consistently forced Neeb to go Robo, and even though it does give you that staying power, it doesn't give you flexibility.
MaSa's really supply blocked right now. And there's also that pylon going down inside of MaSa's main base.
Whoa. Are we oh, dude, I think we are going to see slow warp-ins here in a little bit.
I think we're going to see slow warp-ins and a quote-unquote base trade.
You know, I don't think you're wrong here, to be honest, Ravi, because 2 siege tanks with a Cyclone and a Medevac even activates the shields. This is so important. He's going to gun down one of the Immortals. That's absolutely massive. Everything for Neeb is dying right now.
GG!
MaSa takes it.
Oh my god, MaSa, who has lost so many games against Neeb recently. He's struggled so hard to finally defeat him. Gets the victory, pulls a comeback from being down 3-1 with proxies every game, and he tells Neeb beforehand. Tenshi. Holy
Guys,
cow. I'm speechless.
We just... This was sick, man. You know, I love it when I go into a series with expectations of that it's going to be very one-sided or something, and then it just goes to Game 7. And in this fashion. Wow.
Oh my god. That was actually insane. Well, congratulations to MaSa. He comes out victorious after many, many proxy. You know, it's so funny because I actually cast him in the OSC Masters Cup on Friday. And he literally just proxied almost every single game versus Snoot. So it's not even something he's just doing versus Protoss. He's just doing it right. Just right now, MaSa is the man of proxies, okay? That is just what he lives for.
I love it. What a series this was, dude. This went beyond all of my expectations. It was awesome, to say the least. What a way to just round off a great weekend, to be honest. This was perfect for me, man. Barbecue yesterday, this best of 7 today.
Couldn't ask for more. But guys, I do want to remind you that we're going to be hopping into the hot seat match next, as I don't know I think that we will end up having the Brood War match after that, but I need to confirm. We need to confirm that with production and such, as I think that, again, there was some problems with finding the Brood War players. They weren't quite around. Now, like us wonderful StarCraft players that just show up and give us some great games.
Always there.
StarCraft 2 points. I'm just kidding. Much love for the Brood War guys, and of course some fantastic casting going to be on the way later on from those 2 guys. But we're gonna hop to a short break in a second as we get ready to move forward with that hot seat match. Again, for those who do not know exactly how the hot seat match works, you'll have 2 different computers that are going to be playing at the live PubCraft event. And at this event, you'll have a bunch of people lined up behind each one of these computers. And every 30 seconds, our wonderful, wonderful organizer, Drekken, is going to be calling switch. And if you've ever seen Alice in Wonderland, it's going to be like the giant rearrangement of everyone finding new seats, except it's only going to be 2 computers. It's going to be 2 people switching out, saying, okay, what the heck was happening in this game? What are my hotkeys? What is this grid layout? Who removed?
Oh god, I didn't think about that. The hotkeys, man.
The hotkeys, the setup. It's a new mouse and keyboard that you probably never used before. Everything is going to be absolute madness.
Hey,
it's going to be great.
We need to get MaSa down there to play some of the hot seat stuff, man. He'd thrive in that.
It's a scrappy game, man. Nice scrappy game.
Exactly. Yeah, that's going to be sick.
Yeah, we're going to hop to a short break while we get that set up, so we'll see you guys in a little bit with that hot seat action.